Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has issued a fresh threat to the Syrian president, insisting Israel will continue attacking the country if Syrian government forces are deployed to the southern border regions. Middle East correspondent Matthew Doran reports from Jerusalem.
While the fragile ceasefire appears to be holding in southern Syria after days of violence between local Bedouin clans, the Druze militia and Syrian government forces, which have reportedly claimed more than 300 lives, the broader implications of Israel's intervention in this conflict are still being considered. Syria's leader, the Islamist militant turned president Ahmed al-Sharaa, has ordered the withdrawal of his troops from the southern city of Sweda, and he's effectively telling Israel to butt out in future.
Open war with Israel at the expense of the Druze people and their security is destabilising Syria and the entire region. We are not among those who fear war. We are the ones who spent our lives facing challenges and defending our people.
Ahmed al-Sharaa says his government agreed to a ceasefire in a bid to try to protect and uphold and promote some sort of national unity, a sentiment he argues Israel is undermining through its attacks. And regardless of that ceasefire between the local factions having been brokered, the Israeli Prime Minister is still issuing threats against Syria. The reason Israel says it's acting here is to protect the Druze religious minority, a community which has ties not only in Syria but across Lebanon and into Israel as well. Now, there are many questioning whether or not that is actually the motive there, but Benjamin Netanyahu says his focus is clear.
We are reaching peace through strength, quiet through strength, security through strength on 7 fronts. That will also be our policy going forward. We will not allow Syrian army forces to enter the region of South Damascus and will not allow any harm to the Druze at the Druze mountain.
For the Druze community in Israel and the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights, there are mixed views about what's just occurred in Syria. There's fear for relatives, there's anger at the clashes, and there is fury at the new Syrian regime. But some also question Israel's ultimate plan here and believe they are being used as a pawn in Israel's broader geopolitical game.
In general, the Israelis have an eternal crisis. They have to be a state in this area, equal state. And peace is for all, and sovereignty is for all. But to occupy and to achieve peace, it is like a stupid baby who wants to keep the cake and to eat it.
The new Syrian regime has strong backers across the region, not least the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who's picked up the phone to Ahmed al-Sharaa today and expressed his dismay at the attack, saying that Israel's behaviour is threatening peace across the entire region. And one of the goals that we constantly hear for the Middle East is of normalisation in ties between Israel and Arab nations, chief among them Saudi Arabia. We do need to remember it was the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman who introduced Ahmed al-Sharaa to Donald Trump as the US president announced the US would lift crippling economic sanctions against Syria in a bid to try to help the country rebuild after decades of civil war and dictatorship. This latest round of attacks by Israel could also scupper those hopes for a breakthrough too.